them are more than pals. Our show can be a little gay, but if you're not, that's okay. You can listen and have fun either way. Xena, Star Wars, Doctor Who, guests and music and reviews. Game of Thrones, Winona too. So promise there's something for you. She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy things. Nerdy things.
Hello and welcome to the She Nerds Out podcast. I'm Kat.
I'm Wendy, and I'm in Texas.
And I'm Tara.
On today's episode, we have a very mighty bulging sack of mail.
Is it the biggest ever?
It may be.
Yeah.
Bulging.
We've got some nerd news and the much awaited and dreaded sentencing of an innocent person in Podcourt.
Most anticipated for some of us.
Very upsetting for people. I think people are going to be very upset with the sentencing.
It's very just
traumatizing.
Oh boy.
But first, Wendy.
Yeah.
What day is it?
Well, I think for some of us this is every day, but September 28th, National Drink Beer Day, as I say, as Tara is drinking a beer.
Nice.
I'm drinking an IPA on National Drink Beer Day.
Pretty good.
Lagunitas.
There we go.
A Southern California brewery. Yeah.
It's a good one. It's one of the IPAs I will drink.
Drink it all up today because tomorrow is National Women's Health and Fitness Day.
Oh,
so.
I thought you were going to say tomorrow's National Sobriety Day.
No. But it's health and fitness. And
that sucks.
And on September 30th,
yay,
National Love People Day. I know.
Love People Day. Isn't every day Love People Day?
I like how we say National Beer Day might be our day every day, but no comment on
Love
National
people. It's a good thing to do, but it's harder than drinking the beer.
Mm-hmm.
It can be.
Well, if you have enough beer, it's a lot easier to be nice to people.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And this is very true. But on Saturday, if you haven't done this yet, it's National Name Your Car Day. Do your cars have names?
Mine does not, but it's the season. I'm
Saturday.
finding a lot of Halloween decor with a black truck carrying pumpkins. And let me tell you, as a driver of a black truck, I have bought all of that decor and will be putting it up.
Good.
But it doesn't have a name yet.
Mine's the Phasmobile. Because it looked like Captain Phasma from Star Wars. When I bought it, I was like, it's the Phasmobile. So
yeah, I don't know. I don't have a name.
No.
I don't know. Mao? Captain Mao, maybe?
No, stop going with Mao. You keep stealing that from me. No, if I had to name my truck, it would be Captain Mao. You don't get to do that.
Okay. All right, fine. I'll think about it.
Well, that's Saturday. You have till Saturday.
Okay, great. Plenty of time.
Yeah, you get time.
Guys, I think it's time. Let's hold hands.
Woo.
Let's get up to the edge and let's jump into this mail sack.
Oh, it's all together. That's fun.
Whee! Like the toys in Toy Story 3 where they all held hands and thought they were going to die.
Oh,
in
God.
The fire pit.
Why would you say that? That was like
That's
the worst moment.
Hands. I know. But this is not that moment. This is happy. This is the mail sack is a happy place.
That's what I thought before you said that.
I don't know why they're holding the toys holding hands.
Or their impending
popped
doom
into my head, but this is not that.
And then what song was playing when that was happening? Wasn't there like this
I have no idea.
Song?
Probably. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to get us off that track. All right, let's open some mail.
Yeah, okay. I've got one from Mel. And Mel says, hi from Switzerland. On this special day for us queer folks here, the day Switzerland adopted same-sex marriage. Hey. I thought it was a perfect day to say thank you all by buying you a beer to celebrate. The campaign on the no side was rude and terrifying. Listening to your podcast was a wonderful way to find the strength to keep going. Snop is a safe, nerdy place. Thank you, Mel, a very lesbian Z-Night Scooby Erper.
Oh, I like all the descriptors.
Yeah.
Z-Night Scooby Erper.
Thank you, Mel, and
people.
Congratulations to Switzerland getting on board.
Huge.
I feel like I want to start signing my emails with that, like all the things that I am.
All your fandoms. Yeah. Yeah, we are a very nerdy, gay, safe place.
Yeah, that's exciting for
We hope
Switzerland.
to be.
I would have thought. I guess I never really thought. I would have thought Switzerland would already be there, but
Yeah, me too.
I mean,
You're beautiful,
That's great. Good
Switzerland.
to know.
So good thing
You
that
are.
you're doing things like that because you're beautiful on the outside. We want you to be
Yes.
beautiful on the inside.
And now you're a perfect country. Check it off the list. You're done. No more growth needed.
Okay.
We should
done,
go
Switzerland.
You're done. Get out of here, Switzerland. You're drunk.
Who's next, Kat?
Who's next? I don't know.
Is it
Do you
me?
want to do? Why don't you do one, Wendy?
How about an email from Jackie? Jackie called "The Aggies Are We." My people, my school people. It says Kat. Oh, it's smaller when I do it that way. Kat, I'm glad you've now been educated on the proper pronunciation and meaning of the term Aggie. While hearing Augie deeply hurt my soul, I remain steadfast in my support of the free cat movement. Okay, you didn't lose a supporter. It didn't work, but it's okay. Here's to
didn't
hoping
work.
the sentencing goes well. Oh, just wait, Jackie. It does
Mm-mm.
for us anyway.
go well,
On
Jackie.
another note, much like how I stumbled onto Westworld and Westworld. We should talk about that when that gets going again. I don't know when that's going to happen. I found Snop somewhere in the middle of your episodes in the summer of 2020 and proceeded forward. I'll be starting my Snop binge this afternoon from the beginning. Y'all definitely
God.
make the time go by faster. Have a good one, Jackie. P.S. Hashtag Aggies Unite. Gig 'em. Whoop. Anyway. My people, my Aggies. Our Aggies didn't fare so well this past weekend in the football, so
no,
that's okay.
So
that's okay.
So is Aggies gig 'em whoop? Is that like
No, it's like
you
gig 'em is
you
like
gotta
your-
say gig 'em whoop after you
No,
say
you
Aggies.
have to say gig 'em whoop is not a thing. It's like gig 'em is a thing. Gig 'em and then whoop, like you're like whoop.
yeah,
Whoop. That's what you do.
it's just an added thing.
Like a
Kat,
thing we
you
do.
don't watch much sports ball, do you?
I need to send you videos of an
Negative.
Aggie yell practice.
I'd love to see that.
It is actually a fantastic. We don't have cheerleaders in Aggie Land. We have yell leaders. It's 5 dudes that run for
cool.
the. I don't know if they've ever had a woman yell leader. I don't know if if one's tried to do it.
What do they have against
not
them?
been in.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Look, A&M. One of their favorite things is tradition. So if there's never been a woman yell leader, there ain't gonna
Oh,
be
boy.
a. But there may have been.
I'm
I don't
pretty
wanna
sure
say for
some-
sure.
Not good traditions exist.
No, I agree. I'm
Not selling
saying,
me on being an Aggie
No,
here,
I'm not
Wendy.
saying that. I'm not saying that they're.
In
I'm just
Aggie
saying
Land, the
that-
women know their place.
I'm not even saying. Look, let me Google it. Maybe they have had one. I don't know. I've been out of the school a long
You're
time.
scrambling.
Oh no.
Female Aggie yell leader. Oh,
Search result 0.
Do you mean
yeah.
male Aggie?
I think they have run.
leader?
I think they have run, but that's from 2016. I don't
They've
know.
had
I'll have
one?
to look into this. Or maybe
Jackie
none.
knows.
Okay, no. Someone tried and failed in
Failed.
2016.
What determines if you fail?
Well, because you campaign. You have to campaign to be a yell leader, and then the students vote. So a lot of it's personality and how many people you know and how many people you meet and all this kind of stuff.
Well, men do generally have better personalities than women.
No, but I think it's just there. And a lot of it, I think, too, you're kind of just used to seeing 5 dudes. I mean, they have some cheerleaders, I think, or yell leaders or something to go to like the basketball games.
You are not.
Sounds like a real sausage fest.
We should probably move on.
All right. Hey, we love our school and yell practice is awesome. And it's just, okay.
Gig 'em whoop.
Gig
That's what
'em
I say.
whoop. Stop. All right, let's move on.
I guess I'll go next.
Okay.
Now that I've offended Wendy. You know what it's always time for, guys? A letter
Candy
from
corn.
AK.
Oh.
No, never time for that.
Dang it.
Only under duress. All right.
Do you
I'm
think you
gonna
could survive on a desert island with just candy corn to eat?
You'd have
Would you
to.
eat it? Would you starve to death?
No, I'd start eating my own feet.
And that's like the worst body part to start with.
That's dramatic.
It's dramatic but true.
Oh, well.
Okay. AK says, okay, so let me see if I got this straight. Aggies, as distinct from Aggrits, Is that right?
I don't know what an accurate is.
Which is a whole other thing over here versus Longhorns. This is like an Oxford versus Oxford Brooks type of intercollegiate situation, some sort of historic rivalry played out in the various sports balls. Which one in particular are you into, or does it matter the arena, just the great foes doing battle? Does this lead to tension within the thruple, or is it all low key? Well, we just had a little bit of tension. I think AK is trying to figure out this whole rivalry thing, and I think they're equating it to something they understand, which is Oxford versus Oxford Brooks.
Well, to answer your question, AK, probably A&M and Texas were rivals, but now we're in different divisions, so that kind of fell away.
So you're friends now.
Well, I don't know, friends. I have Longhorn friends, but that was our big rivalry. But now, like I said, we don't play each other anymore. So, boo, it's over for now.
They moved conferences, and now Texas and Oklahoma.
Texas and Oklahoma is a big rivalry.
Or it's a big rivalry. Sooners. Is that something oil related? I don't know.
I think so. Like the sooner you get there,
like an oil drill.
No, I think it was like sooner.
Is that their mascot?
Like an oil pump. But it is something with. It is something to do with like.
Whenever there's a touchdown, it like spurts and there's oil all over the field. It's really fun.
Not very environmentally friendly.
I'm going to continue with AK's email.
Okay.
Mal, Mulder, and Gabrielle in headphones podcasting strikes me as the most magnificently entertaining notion. Mal and Gabrielle would blow Mulder's mind. That's true. If Anne's joining the party this week, who does she pick? Well, we didn't ask her.
We should have asked her.
Well, next time she's on, we'll give her an opportunity to answer. Rutro, the cat is out of the bag now. An episode where you announce yourselves when you speak. Oh no. Is the only time I've felt totally, absolutely, and entirely confident of who is speaking.
Wow.
When without being able to see you. I'm so sorry to announce this. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, this is Tara, and that's very concerning.
I'm not going to do that because if I say something dumb, I'll just say, that was Tara.
This is Kat.
We sound alike. That was Tara.
Now, to be reasonable, it only took me something like 60 hours of listening to the pod to finally be able to feel mostly fairly confident at any given time about whose voice I was listening to. Distinguishing Kat from the Texas twosome wasn't excessively tough, but Wendy and Tara, you two sounded very similar to my ears at first. I was perpetually lost. Oh, that's unfortunate to hear.
But I wish this would have brought this to our attention earlier.
It took like a year or two for people to start saying
2 years, yeah.
I just assumed that was because I'm British and hearing impaired. Oh, well, I didn't know about that. Okay. So nice to learn I'm not alone. You both sound very pleasant. See, this is good. But
who sounds more pleasant?
But rather,
I'm not going to tell you who that was.
Rather similar at first in pitch, tone, and accent. I completely disagree.
Me too.
I disagree with all of this. This premise is just false.
I would have disagreed till I listened to you and Tara do the podcast without me, and I realized that's not me. That's Tara, but it sounds kind of like me.
I'm still offended by that.
Sorry.
Sorry if that's.
All I hear is how much you hate your voice all the time.
It's a bit on you, Wendy. Sorry if that's disappointing confirmation for you. However, should you feel the urge to become transatlantic and Ted Lasso-esque, that works too.
I think that's the best solution.
I would love for you guys to be able to do that for an entire episode. I'd love to hear
the transit. Like, how do you do that?
Yeah, yeah. You do that, Wendy, and Tara does.
And I do Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
I'll have to practice.
Okay. We will do that for an episode.
Oh boy! What are you gonna do? Just be you?
Yeah, because I'm very distinct and I'm not in. Hey, listen, I'm not part of this whole voice thing. Kat, your defeated acceptance that there will be no successful appeal is distressingly realistic.
No.
Yeah, it's the way of the world, AK. Would Fozzie Bear give up like this? I mean, I don't actually know. Why is he your hero?
Weird reference.
Well, because last week AK called me a Muppet, and I said that's a compliment because I love Fozzie Bear as my hero. And now they're asking why. I'm fascinated. Please explain. Well, Fozzie Bear is a comedian. He tells jokes. And so at a young age, I identified with, Waka Waka. Hello. Waka Waka. That's Fozzie's little catchphrase. Do you
Waka
not?
waka.
I don't like Muppets. You know this. I don't like
doesn't like
puppets
Muppets.
or
I
Muppets.
forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot you have an
Waka,
aversion
waka,
to
waka.
puppets. Anyway, you've got noble pro bono representation in the form of Master Chief Jen, plainly willing to throw everything, by which I obviously mean bribery beer, into your defense, and yet you're saying no appeal. What's the matter with you? Where do I start? Okay. Splendid news that She-Ra-verse is set to continue with the same people at the helm. I really enjoyed that escapism back in the joys of lockdown. Thanks to you, Kat. Nice one. You're welcome. OMG, The Matrix. Love this one. Magnificent, innovative movie. I know some people who have only ever seen the first one, and I'm just like, you lucky sod. Stop there. Never watch the next two. Just keep it at that. It's all you need. That's good to know. Over-reliance on CGI was disappointing after the incredible camera work in the original, but this trailer looks intriguing. I'll still go see it. I want to know where it goes. Top marks, Kat, for spotting Corky's excellent work. I didn't. All pride, utterly justified. Thank you very much. Oh, this is interesting, Wendy. Why remake West Side Story? I just don't understand this habit of remaking great old films. Why? It will probably be great. Why wouldn't it be? But why recreate another thing I don't understand? Can you explain? What do you think, Wendy? It's an interesting question. Like, why remake a classic like that?
I agree. But if anyone's going to do it, like, okay, Spielberg good. And like you said, like we talked about last week, what's interesting is it looks kind of like the same. Like it was almost made in the same period as the original. Yeah. Set in the same time period as the original. It's just, but at some point I feel like even the classics, like a lot of younger generation may not have any interest in watching West Side Story, but maybe they'll go see this one and then they'll be exposed to it. But it's not something you should do all willy-nilly. Like you got to make sure you're doing it right and have someone very talented at the helm, like Mr. Spielberg. And it's people, there's a good chance people are going to watch it like that was good, but it lost all the appeal of the original. And sometimes I feel like there are movies that are classics but feel dated. I don't know that this is one of them because it's set a specific like time period. Yeah, I don't know. But that maybe a remake would kind of modernize it for a new audience. But like I swear to God, if anyone ever thinks they're going to remake Star Wars, stop it, go away. And remember, someone going to try, they were going to do like a Jaws remake, or I forget some other movie that they're going to remake. Just like, don't touch it. And this is one that I guess I'm just not as much of a, ginormous fan of. I love it, but I'm like, okay, I'm down to see what Spielberg does, but I get their point.
I do too. But I wasn't at all upset like you, Wendy. I was like, oh, this sounds great. I'm not upset that they were making this. And I wonder if it was his idea or if the studio came to him with this idea.
I bet. It's one of those movies he's probably always loved and just wanted to make. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the studio would have said, you know what, we need a remake of West Side Story. I feel like
it's kind of like
I don't know.
A random idea.
Yeah, I feel like that's not a studio decision. I think that's Steven wants to do it. Sure, let's do it.
Yeah. You don't say no to Steven Spielberg.
You shouldn't. No.
Let me wrap this up. AK says we're great at competitions. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. We think we're terrible at giving away stuff. They say it's all very, very clear and easily understood. No, really, honestly, it totally was. For real. No confusion there. Totally coherent and straightforward. Really. Mm-hmm. Well, see, now I think you're being sort of
a little facetious, maybe.
I detect sarcasm.
I do too.
Blimey, this got long. Sorry about that. Never apologize, AK. Snop on kids, AK.
Okay,
AK. Okay, AK.
All right, I got one from Carrie.
Do it.
Carrie says, I love the recent episode you had with Stephen Sears, writer for Xena. It made me want to rewatch all of the Xena episodes. Also, I plan to send you all some local beer. But alas, I am drinking it right now, so ignore any grammatical errors I might have. Which reminds me, Snoptoberfest is coming up. If you have any local beers, please send them to the address we will provide shortly.
Or I would say if you don't want to physically go mail us beer, at least send suggestions that we could possibly find here. And if we can't find them, we won't drink them, obviously. If you do want to mail, I mean, depending on where they're coming from, we may not have them here. But also, don't feel like you have to mail us because I don't know how expensive that is. Or
there are lots of craft beer liquor stores in LA. So
we
if you
might
give
could
us a
find
list,
it. Yeah.
we might be able to find it. So it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's thank you all for all the info on New Zealand from my last email. It was very helpful. Wendy and Tara, I hope you guys have talked Kat into watching South of Nowhere by now. It was such a good show. Also, I'm sure that you all know this, but Lost Girl was also a great show that Emily Andress wrote some for as well. Would you guys like to give an update on your progress for Lost Girl?
Yeah, it was last year. Wendy and I both started watching Lost Girl,
but we started too late because we tried to watch it all before.
Oh, that's right.
Free Netflix.
That's right.
And we failed in our doing it. So I think we both have like half. I have like half the last season left.
Yeah, I'm on the last season too.
And then when it becomes free, I'll finish it.
Same here. I liked some of it.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, it took me a while to get into it, and there was a good solid run where I was like, yeah, this is really fun. And then it was fun to see Emily's episode. You can kind of tell it was an Emily Andress episode. And then I don't know, I got to a place where I wasn't that motivated to keep going.
All right. Well, Carrie goes on to say, Bo was a great character. I know you guys said you're going to keep up with CW's show, Legends of Tomorrow. Haven't been too good at that. To see the Captain Lance and Ava Sharp ship. It's a great show if you love campy, which of course you do. You love Xena and sci-fi, but another CW show to watch is Supergirl. And no, it isn't for Alex Danvers and her many girlfriends. It's for Supergirl and Lena Luthor. Oh, she's a Lena Supercourt. Isn't that what it's called? Supercourt. Yep.
Supercourt.
Yeah.
Ship named Supercorp. Okay, she's right in the next sentence. There it is. We're into the last season now and still waiting. I don't know if they're gonna. I haven't watched the last season yet, but I'm caught up other than season 6, and I don't know what they're gonna go for. I do want to get back into season 6, so I honestly don't think it will happen. Same. Okay. Yeah. But it is definitely worth watching just for the sexual tension and for Katie McGrath. Anyway, love you all. And don't be too hard on Kat in the sentencing.
That's
Carrie.
Thanks,
You'll
Carrie.
see very soon.
Brutal punishment.
Yeah, I stopped watching Supergirl a few years ago. I think when I moved to LA, and then I just got behind on so many things. But I have friends that keep up, and I keep hearing things, and I don't think Supercorp's going to happen. They've been pretty adamant that it's not. So I don't know,
unless they do like an alternate reality episode.
Yeah,
maybe they'll do some fan service. I don't know. I don't think so
because they definitely have the chemistry. But yeah.
I watched the pilot of Heroes of Tomorrow.
Oh, and
Legends of Tomorrow.
That's the one. Legends of Tomorrow.
You only watched the pilot.
I watched the one. I did.
Okay. I didn't care. Season 1 was kind of hard for me to get through. Season 2, it gets to know itself and just be more aware of what it is. It's a little campier, a little, I don't know. Season 2, I remember I didn't really love the pilot. But
so you think I should fast forward to season 2?
I don't think if you're in a rush and you're not wanting to fully commit like that, I think you're fine just jumping into season 2.
Great. That's
I will
a very good tip. Thank you.
And then go back if you want to. And I think one of our listeners actually gave us that tip, and that's what I did because I had already watched like part of season 1 and then basically said, go to the further in and then it's a little faster. And then once you get invested, then you can go back and start if you want.
Yeah. That's a good tip. I like that.
I will say, Kat, and I don't know what season this happened in, but I feel like there were a couple of years in there where Legends of Tomorrow was making some legit like best of top 10 TV lists. And I know on one of the lists, it was number 1 they were kind of like, this show started off whatever, but it's found its groove. It's fun. It's creative. It's inventive. It's funny. And there is a time it was like really hit its stride and was making some top 10 lists. So it apparently does get pretty good. I just, I think it kind of, I guess, leaned into its campy goofiness and just,
smart.
So apparently it does get pretty good somewhere down the line.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm up for it.
Yeah.
Wendy, why don't you do Cynthia?
Cynthia emailed us. Titled Frisbee Golf Chakram, Snoplings and Anne. First, the podcast with Anne as our first time Xena watcher was hilarious. Frisbee golf disc chakram comparison was laugh out loud funny. I look forward to more. That was funny. I was a listener, just a listener on that one too, and I was laughing. I also agree that Tara and Wendy's voices are sometimes hard to differentiate. This is Wendy reading this, by the way. They're both great podcast voices, but to my aging ears, very similar. I would hate to associate a Wendy's rant with Tara. A few "this is Wendy" or "this is Tara" would help occasionally, especially if their opinions differ greatly. So, this is Wendy again. Well, I might. Lastly, and here's something I want to do, and I'm mad that I have not been able to. You must see Shang-Chi in the theaters as soon as possible. I would say it was even better than Black Widow. I also highly recommend these TV shows. Kim's Convenience for Simu Liu. I'm sorry if I botched that. And a great ensemble cast. And Aquafina is Nora from Queens. And not only because I grew up in Nora from Queens. So although a Midwesterner for the last 30 years. Have fun watching Desert Hearts, Cynthia. No, I definitely want to see Shang-Chi in theater or wherever. But it's just been a crazy busy time since it came out and haven't been able to do it. It's got great reviews. It's supposed to be really good. So I definitely, that's on my list to see at some point.
And I think it's coming to Disney Plus soon.
Soonish.
Yeah. And I'll watch it and I'll get it and watch it there. I wanted to see it in theaters. It's just sometimes scheduling is tough and haven't been able to do so. So thank you for the recommendation. This is Wendy and I'm saying I want to see that movie.
That was Tara. Well, I just laughed. That was Tara.
Okay.
We really don't have to do this. Speaking of Desert Hearts, because Cynthia sent that to us last week, Malingo, who has been campaigning for us to watch has been campaigning for us to watch Desert Hearts, sent us a voicemail.
Yay. I'm so glad that other people are nudging you to watch Desert Hearts. Not just me, Malingo again. I can't wait for you to finally watch it, and then we can all gang up on you about watching something else instead. Bye.
So thanks, Malingo. You're right. You were a very staunch supporter of us watching that movie. It's a blind spot in our queer film experience. So thank you. And bully us about other stuff. What are you going to bully us into watching next?
Are there any good queer Halloween movies coming or are out there? I don't know of any, but I mean, I'm thinking of it. We're in the season because I got to have y'all over. This is Tara. I'm decorating the crap out of my house as I do for Christmas as well. But somebody has to come over here and enjoy it. So I'm inviting you here and now on the podcast. So you can't say no.
It's official.
Send me some dates.
Great. I'll come over. Okay. I'll drink some pumpkin beer and
I go all the time anyway. So I have
a giant cauldron that I think we should just fill up with beer. I mean, I'm talking it's massive.
That's fun.
You can't find them that big. That's what she said. You can't find them that big very often.
That's what Tara said. I'm in. Okay. All right, guys. Something very special has happened. Casey of Casey and Ann from the Why Not podcast. She listened to the episode where we why notted Ann to watch Xena, and Casey was very excited. She was allowed to listen to it because Ann has her on lockdown. She's not allowed to listen to things or go on Twitter.
Does Casey need help? Is she trapped somewhere? Is being held against her will by Ann?
She might be, and this actually, she sent us a message, so this might be her cry for help.
Okay.
But Casey writes, she bought us some beers, guys. She bought us a round of beers, and she says, I'm not going to be upset about not getting invited to talk about Xena. Also, I'm lying.
Oh, no.
Though yous entertain me, so let's have a beer. Yahee!
Yahee!
Yahee. Yeah, hey. Yeah, maybe that's a Wisconsin thing. I don't know.
Augie.
So Casey, thank you so much. We're going to have Casey and Ann on. Once Casey gets through all of season 4, we're going to have them on. We're going to talk to Casey about being an ERPer and having, the whole world watch or listen as she becomes a big fan of the show. So can't wait for them to come on. But
what episode of ERP are they on?
I think they're on 8. I think they're going to watch 8 soon.
Ugh, gives me anxiety.
I know. It's a bummer. Yeah. Okay, great. I mean, I think that's all of our, that's a full sack this week.
It's heavy to carry that around.
I'm exhausted.
Very, Heavy is the crown that carries the sack.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. Hey guys, you know what time it is?
Nerd news?
It's nerd news. Yeah, it's time for nerd news.
Wasn't sure where we're going with that.
Nerd news, nerd news. I repeat, we have breaking nerd news.
I was a little nervous. Speaking of crown.
Yes. Guys, Emmys. We really didn't talk about it at all. We talked about it a little bit, but they were last weekend.
They happened.
And, they did happen. It happened the same day that we recorded, so we couldn't really talk about it.
We could not predict the future.
No, but we're not going to get too into it, but we can just kind of call out some of our favorite winners. I know, Terry, you were very happy with some of the winners.
Yep. Ted Lasso. A lot of Ted Lasso folks won, including Hannah Waddingham and Jason Sudeikis and the guy that plays Roy Kent, and I can't remember his name, but I'm very glad that they won. And the show's
Ted
great.
Lasso kind of cleaned up, right?
If you want an uplifting but hilarious show that also has a lot of curse words in it, it's really funny. Definitely. And if you love like English stuff and soccer or football, as they call it,
Football.
which I love all of those things. So definitely give it a try.
It's a funny show with a heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who doesn't need that right now?
Or The Crown. If you watch Ted Lasso with The Crown, you're entertained all night because The Crown just swept all the drama stuff.
A lot of British.
Sure.
British were very prominent.
Yeah.
In fact, they had like a whole live from London where the London people had their own.
Oh, cool.
Their own thing. So they would just cut back and forth.
Yeah.
To all the people in
They sound
London
like
and then all the parties.
They're having a fun party over in London.
Yeah, their party sounded way more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, not surprised. And so speaking of The Crown, Gillian Anderson
Your
won.
girl Jillian.
My girl. So excited
Second
for
Emmy
her.
of her life.
It is. That's a big freaking deal. And then basically the three women who I really wanted to win, they all won. Kate Winslet for Mayor of Easttown, because how could you not give it to her?
Seriously.
And then Jean Smart for Hacks.
That was my favorite moment. Jean Smart.
Oh, so good.
Do not play her off.
Yeah.
Do not play her off. She is royalty. We don't need another Cedric the Entertainer fly on Pence's head skit. Let Jean Smart talk. Oh my God. She was amazingly awesome. Yes, Jean Smart, it was my favorite win of the night.
Huge.
I feel like the most, well, I don't know if it's the most obvious because there were a lot of probably like shoe-in wins, but I feel like I was watching Hollywood royalty just step on that stage and take her rightful place as best actress in a comedy.
And it's so nice. It's so good to see her being appreciated.
Yes.
And, show her talents.
Yeah.
The infamous Debbie Allen won. I don't remember what exactly the award, some kind of lifetime achievement type award.
Yeah, it was.
She made a great speech. Of course,
awesome.
Debbie Allen has been in numerous
Governor's
things.
Award.
The Governor's Award.
Yeah.
Yes, she is a legend. And she's also been on Grey's Anatomy for quite some time.
Oh, well, forget it.
Yeah.
Huge.
And Ellen Pompeo was a presenter, right?
Yeah, she was one of the four. Yeah. Well, no,
Sorry.
I mean, I just love Debbie Allen. But yes, Ellen was there very briefly. I mean, it's not like she did the whole thing. But yeah. And I love Debbie when they started playing. They were wanting to play her off, or they were telling her to kind of wrap it up on the prompter or some point. She's like, oh, no, honey, no, we're not going to do that. No, I'm not. Don't even try. It's not happening.
You don't play Debbie Allen.
Play off.
Either.
You don't play off Debbie Allen.
You don't.
And then you let these terrible skits, although
they had some pretty bad
the
skits.
Support group for the
that was funny.
Non-Emmy winners was pretty funny.
But the thing in the boat with the Super Bowl trophy, whatever, I don't know. There's some rough skits, but the shark getting it was funny though. But
and then they were doing this weird thing where they would show the clips of the shows, here are the nominees. They show the nominees of the actors in the shows, and then they would introduce the presenters, and then the presenters would do their whole, spiel about whatever little jokes they're going to do, or their little back and forth quippiness
jokes,
where usually it's the opposite. You get the presenters, and then at the end they're like, and here the nominees are, and then you go and then you go to the winner immediately. A lot of them were flip-flopped, and it was really awkward to watch because you're like, okay, you're in this groove, you're watching the clips, and you're just ready for the winner to be announced. And then you got to wait through their mostly unfunny cringy, like fake banter.
Yeah.
It's like, no, just get that over with. And again, why are we spending so much time on this? I will tell you, Kat, though, and this is Tara, in case you're wondering,
thank you.
that they had one of the skits that was a little longer was a Schitt's Creek. And basically
cool.
the cast reunited and they went up there, but it was actually funny. And
I
they
think I saw that one.
Played a bit where they pretended like the teleprompter. And for a lot of people, even me, I was like, oh, is this are they,
is
this real? And then it kind of went to, where Eugene basically said, oh, I told I don't know what happened. I told the writers to lift my dialogue a little bit. It was really funny. So they basically wrote him out of the skit and
very good.
Didn't put the prompter up.
Good.
So yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Okay. So guys, Dolly Parton won an Emmy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was for Best TV Movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's her. I hadn't heard of any of these. Her movie was called Christmas on the Square. She was an executive producer, but she's also one of the stars of the movie. I feel like it's here. Let's have some honest talk right now.
Okay? Okay.
I feel like it's probably not a great movie, but when you see it's Dolly, because I went to the list of all the nominees, the name of the movie is Dolly Parton's Christmas on the Square. Her name is attached to the title. You see that and you're like, I'm voting for Dolly Parton, obviously.
This is Tara. Kat, have you seen any of Dolly Parton's movies?
I have seen 9 to 5. Are you talking about Christmas movies?
Well, I'm talking, have you seen Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors?
I have not.
Or Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors, Circle of Love?
Negative.
Because that shit will make you cry. And they are great movies. And
great.
And again, Dolly has like a cameo and she, wrote, it's about her life in some way. Oh. And it's really great. And I don't know. So I have not seen Christmas on the Square. I was disappointed in myself that I have not watched that yet. I plan to for this holiday season.
Well, we can watch it. We can watch it on the show.
History of my history with Dolly Parton, movies that are about her or produced by her or based on true stories that she wants to tell have all been great and freaking tearjerkers and also funny. And then you just love Dolly even more. I'm very passionate about these Dolly movies. I can't tell you these Coat of Many Colors movies. And if you're a queer person and you have not seen Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors and you don't know Judy,
I don't know anything.
A great Trixie Mattel. I have to give credit to my roommate and friend Angie. Introduced me to Trixie Mattel, who is a drag queen who sings also country type songs, and she has.
Oh, that's fun.
And Dolly is one of her idols and heroes. So,
of course,
one of her songs is called "The Red Side of the Moon," and I had never heard it before. And then she was singing about Judy and how Judy's like secretly. I was like, "Is this about Judy Ogle of Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors?" And Judy is Dolly's real life best friend. But if you watch this movie, there is some great queer sexual tension. And it's really, it's real fun to watch. It's just real fun to watch. Yeah. And
I'm into it.
Yeah. So Angie and I say that she's Dolly Parton and I'm Judy Ogle. And Judy Ogle is just always like the awkward, like person that's just there in the background, but it's pretty great. I'm not offended if you see the movie. It's pretty cool. She like hunts rabbits and stuff. And she like gifts the Parton family, like for when they're cold in the winter, and she like gives them food and leaves it out. She defends Dolly.
Oh, okay. You're talking me into this.
If you're out there, watch it. Coat of Many Colors.
Let me, one side note on the Christmas movie that won. Critically, it's pretty much like 5.2 out of 10, 68% Rotten Tomatoes. So not critically reviewed. Guess who the director is? Debbie Allen.
Really?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Of the Dolly Parton movie?
Yeah, she directed it. Debbie Allen's his director.
I mean, how can
there was
it won an Emmy?
Singing and
Debbie Allen
dancing.
directed it. Well,
there was choreography.
There you go.
I think it won for like best choreography or something, or was nominated too. So it's like
Debbie
a musical
Allen.
aspect.
I think that's what.
Yep.
I think that's what Debbie didn't. I think that's what Debbie won. Didn't she win? She was definitely nominated for it. Hold the phone.
Well, she got the governor's award. I don't know if she won a different award.
I thought she was nominated for something too. Well, in any event,
yeah,
that's okay. Cool. I will. Listen, we should watch it for one of our Christmas movies, the holiday movies.
Yes,
this season.
Sadly, I will point out WandaVision was shut out major awards.
It was. Yeah.
brutally. But you know what? Look, if you weren't
category.
The Crown,
Tough
Ted
category.
Lasso, Mare of Easttown, a little bit for Hacks, and the Queen's Gambit, you weren't probably winning much. And I was surprised I didn't see all the, because Mare of Easttown was winning all the big acting awards. And then Queen's Gambit had won something. And then all of a sudden at the end, it's like best whatever it was. Queen's Gambit beat Mare of Easttown. I'm like, oh, okay. But apparently it did win a lot of other kind of technical or writing, whatever. But
and then those were the direct, was he the writer or the creator,
probably
producer? He did okay in the first acceptance when I forget what they won for, some other award. And then when they won, like overall, everybody went up there. So Anya Taylor-Joy sitting behind, and he made some comment about like, you made chess sexy. Like that was one of her big, it was it would just felt weird and gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he wouldn't shut up.
That's
They
too
kept
bad.
trying to play him off and he wouldn't stop talking.
And he was not as charming as Debbie Allen was about it.
God,
no, that's
it.
Dude, nobody cares.
No.
Nobody wants to hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
Please.
Just wait till
Nobody
the Me
knows
Too
who
story
you are.
comes out about him later.
Exactly.
Right.
Just go sit down. Just sit down. Sit down. Take your Emmy.
Don't say anything that's going to
let one of the women talk. Let one of the women talk in the background.
Yeah. Well, speaking about women talking.
By the way, one last note. Ratings did go up this year for the Emmys.
I saw that.
Surprisingly. It went up for the first time in like 5 years.
That.
So something happened. I think it's just literally really popular shows got a lot of nominations that helped. So
that makes sense.
Anyway.
Probably they got a lot of, this is Tara, they got a lot of extra people there to see if like WandaVision might win or some of those
and
other
WandaVision
shows.
Too,
yeah, like to see, hey, are the Mandalorian and WandaVision finally going to, some kind of sci-fi Marvel thing going to win?
True.
But it didn't.
I'm never going to get used to you guys announcing who you are. I'm always going to laugh.
That was Kat.
That was Wendy saying that was Kat.
No, we're not doing this. I had a great segue. And now
I'm sorry,
ruined.
I ruined it. Say it again. Do it again.
It's okay.
Do it again.
Speaking of women talking, Marcia Lucas is talking some shit. So Marcia Lucas, who I don't believe is still married to George Lucas.
I don't think
Wendy,
so.
do you have the intel on this? But
I'll find it.
She certainly helped to make Star Wars what it is. She was the editor of the original film.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. And she has writing credits. I think she's uncredited on, more editing credits. She's uncredited on Empire Strikes Back, but apparently she did some editing. And then Return of the Jedi, she co-edited that film.
She split with George in 1983, FYI.
Well, there you go. And also, they worked together. She edited Taxi Driver, which is huge, Martin Scorsese. And she also got an Oscar nomination for American Graffiti, which is what kind of put George Lucas on the map. So this woman knows what she's talking about. She knows about storytelling. She has an understanding of filmmaking. She's talking shit about the sequels that came out that Kathleen Kennedy sort of at the helm of, and that JJ directed 2 of 3 of. And she apparently has a very big problem with them killing off Han Solo and Luke Skywalker. And she says, I like Kathleen. I always liked her. She was full of beans, which I think is a compliment. She was really smart and really bright, really wonderful woman, and I liked her husband, Frank. I like them a lot. Now that she's running Lucasfilm and making movies, it seems to me that Kathy Kennedy and J.J. Abrams don't have a clue about Star Wars. They don't get it.
Yikes.
And J.J. Abrams is writing these stories. When I saw that movie where they kill Han Solo, I was furious. I was furious, and they killed Han Solo. When they killed Han Solo, absolutely, positively, there was no rhyme or reason to it. I thought, you don't get the Jedi story. You don't get the magic of Star Wars. You're getting rid of Han Solo? If you go on this article, this one's on IndieWire, but she talked to a filmmaker. A guy writing a book about the Star Wars movies. This is an interesting article. She gets very specific. She has a lot of problems with these sequel movies. And she didn't hold back. And I don't know, Wendy. I mean, actually, our friend Terry sent us this article. And I kind of feel like we all kind of didn't disagree with what she was saying, really.
Not a lot of it. I get to, and one of her comments was like, oh, you killed off Han, you killed off Luke, you don't even have Leia anymore. I'm like, for one, they fully intended to have Leia be the driving force of the last movie. And of course, due to Carrie's death, something that was out of their control, they couldn't do that. And that happened after they'd filmed everything with Last Jedi. You know, they were done. They if they knew that was going to happen, they may not have killed off Luke or something, you know, but they had this plan that was thwarted.
Yeah.
That was going to be Leia's movie. First one was Han, second Luke, third one was supposed to be Leia, from what I've heard. You know, she mentions how she didn't like that, this girl's got powers, but we don't know who she is. We don't know where it's from. Again, I think that would have been a cool thing to be part of discovering through the 3 films. My problem, and I don't hate the stories, my problem with the whole thing was Kathleen Kennedy not having a plan for when they decided Rey had powers. You better darn well know where she got them. I don't want them figuring it out in the last movie and then having two different, and they were going to have 3 directors, but they ended up only having 2. But like,
because they got rid of the last guy.
Yeah. And it was almost like, do what you want. So then like you do whatever you do in the first movie. And then they got mad that Luke was all depressed on the island. Well, you put him on the island in the first movie. So how do you explain why he was there? Or did they not have a reason? And then the second director or the screenwriter had to make up why Luke was missing and on an island. Obviously they intended for something tragic to have made him want to just hide out on this island. Right. And then by the third one, they didn't know. They didn't know what to do. And then the second movie had all this like, you're nobody, you're nothing. And then all of a sudden the third one's like, oh no, you're the spoiler granddaughter, whatever, of Palpatine, which I feel like they pulled out of their hat or somewhere else.
Completely.
And because they didn't know. They didn't have a plan in the first movie of what this girl's backstory was. And that's what makes me annoyed. And the fact that JJ decided he wanted to make like a 4-hour movie, and I think he thought he could push him into splitting it into 2, and they didn't. So he had to cut the crap out of it. It was a very disjointed movie. And, you know, a lot of people feel like Finn kind of got the short end of the stick in some of the story, and it all ended up being Rey, and, you know, partly because Leia passed too, or Perry, but it was a big Rey Kylo movie thing. And I love the first 2. I really like the first 2. And I'm not 100% mad at killing Harrison. I feel like maybe that was part of him going back because he wanted to die in Jedi. So part of his going back was like, and if they thought these 3 are going to end this whole Skywalker saga, I feel like, okay, we want to see how their lives end, possibly. Like maybe they're like, let's give them an ending. Here, what is their ending for these characters? And, you know, maybe Leia wouldn't have died in the third, except for the fact that Carrie passed. You know, I don't know. But there were definitely problems, but...
That was going to be my first question. How much of that was Harrison saying, I'll come back. I want to come back, but just for the one film.
Yes.
And
kill me off.
Right. And it's not like he's 25. He's 70, 75.
He's actually 108.
Yes, exactly. So it's not like out of the norm that to see him die or be killed. Honestly, I'd rather see it how it happened than him just like old age, you know, like what they can't make a movie out of that, you know. It's like he died trying to do something noble, and you know, it's like,
I don't want him to ever die either. I get it, but I get why they did it. Han's my favorite film character in the history of ever, and the fact that I got to see him again as Han at all is still beyond belief to me.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But I get a lot of people are really upset. I wish you could have had more scenes with him and Leia, though. Before they killed him off. Would have been nice. Yeah. So I get, you know what? But if anybody's in a position to criticize, my gosh, Marcia Lucas or Marcia Lucas or however she goes by.
Oh,
I don't know. See, normally, look, my mom's name is, I don't know. My mom's name is Marcia, but a lot of people call her Marcia. So that's why I'm like, God. I don't know. It probably is Marcia Lucas. In fact, I think it is. I think my mom's the weird one with the Marcia, because I think it's usually Marcia.
I wouldn't say your mom's weird.
No, she's not. But
I don't know.
Either way, it's not like I consider her criticism with more weight than just some random like a review writer. I mean, the woman,
fanboy,
freaking made Star Wars with her editing. She was a huge factor in Star Wars being a success with her editing, and she is obviously very talented, very skilled, and was very involved in this universe. But again, like I don't hate the movies. I just wish certain things had been done differently.
Well, speaking of things being done differently.
Uh-oh. Where are we going?
Guys, Elvira, she's one of us. Yeah. She's queer. She's gay. Elvira's gay, guys.
She's bisexual. That's what it says. Sorry. And she's been in a relationship with a woman for 19 years.
Right. And to be fair, it's Elvira's her character. It's Cassandra Peterson.
Yes.
She is a real person.
And she has written a book. It's called Yours Cruelly, Elvira, Memoirs of the Mistress of the Dark. And that's where she basically comes out. In this book, she explains how she met her partner and how they became. It's a really cute story, actually. It's this article is on The Advocate. But it sounds like the book's probably really interesting, especially if you look at this Elvira character, this iconic character, I feel like this character's been around for years, as long as I can remember. Mm-hmm. And then you look at the woman who plays her, it's like, that's not the same person.
Right.
How is that the same person?
She looks great.
So
like either way.
She looks amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, she's beautiful. I love Elvira, and Cassandra's a very beautiful woman.
I have to admit,
fascinating story.
Yeah, and I just saw, this is Tara, I just saw my first Elvira movie. Because again, roommate and friend Angie is a huge Elvira fan. So it was like on, or we found it. She's like, oh, let's just start it. And of course we watched the whole thing. I thought it was great. It was, totally.
I feel like I've seen it.
My kind of humor.
Funny. Yeah.
Very campy, right? Super campy.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously look at Elvira.
Right.
She's made of camp. So there you go. I mean, so you think Angie will read the book, Tara? She
I don't know.
Has a pre-order going?
Probably. If not, then it'll be a good, I'll put it on my Christmas list for her. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Oh, you have to. That's a great Christmas
I
idea.
like this little excerpt. Like, I guess Cassandra met the woman that she's been with because she thought it was a really hot guy at the gym. And it said, knit cap pulled so low over his long brown hair that it nearly covered his eyes. Dark and brooding, gave off such an intense energy that when he crossed the enormous gym floor, the waters parted and people stopped in their tracks to stare. And then it says it wasn't until they had a chance encounter in the ladies' room that she realized her bad boy was really a bad girl. And said, and the two soon became close, albeit platonically, but then it became romantic after she ended her 25-year marriage to Mark Pearson.
Oh, so she went from a 25-year marriage
to a 19.
The man to a 19.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Fine.
Yeah. So
there was a quote about, let's see, where's the quote? I soon discovered that we connected sexually in a way I'd never experienced.
Whoa.
Oh.
She says, for the first time in my life,
yep,
I'm with someone who makes me feel safe, blessed, and truly loved.
Whoa.
That's so sweet. That's amazing.
Sounds fair. Like 19 years. Something's working.
Doing something right.
But, I like it. 25 years, 19 years. She sticks with it.
Yeah. Amazing. So, yeah, cool. Look out for that book.
Yeah, I think she's done cons. I can't remember if I met her. I feel like I've seen her at a con, but I remember hearing she was very nice, like very good, nice person to meet at a convention. I don't know. My dad always had a crush on Elvira. He thought she was sexy.
Super sexy. Well, speaking of sexy, no. I think it's time that we head back to court. Podcourt.
Hear ye. I hereby, via my cat gavel, bring this sentencing trial of the victim, plaintiff, criminal, whatever, defendant, Cat Crimmins to order.
I'm all the
sound right.
That sounds right.
She has officially been convicted of opening a housewarming gift at ahead of schedule that was supposed to wait for a podcast and was open prior to said podcast. She was brought to court. We heard mostly the complaints, the prosecution. She has, as in this day, garnered some social media support for leniency in her sentencing based on factors such as moving and forgetfulness and
being displaced, homeless,
being displaced. She has some sentencing items today that she did not open ahead of the trial.
Shocker.
She has shown growth.
So it is possible.
How dare you? She's shown that she has learned from her past crimes.
So we have priors now.
I now lend the floor. I give the floor to prosecuting attorney Tara Chadwick to pronounce her sentencing and hope that she has taken all the factors into account. Tara, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Your Honor. You look very nice today, by the way.
Kiss up.
Hi. Your hair looks great. I appreciate
It's because I didn't shower.
this time. And just like a real trial, it's 4 weeks later that the next phase happens. So
Very crowded court system.
Accurate, actually.
yeah, it's pretty. So we are in the sentencing phase, Kat, and as Judge Woody Bennett.
Better.
Damn it! I knew it was better, and then I psyched myself.
Wait, is it Benner?
Wait, I thought it was. Is it
Wait.
Benner?
Are you asking
It
me
was
the
Bennett.
character of a show that I used to work on?
Bennings was the name, right? Benner. That's right.
Yes.
Judge Benner. That's right.
Thank you very
Now
much.
that we have
Played by
that settled,
played
Judge Woody Benner.
by National Treasure Mark Helgenberger.
That's right.
Truly national treasure.
Mm-hmm. That being said,
Quit sticking up to the judge, Cat.
It's too late. For
I
that.
have sent Kat a box, as has Anne. That
Delivered by the
includes
judge. Is that
sentencing.
the show bias?
Yes.
The judge
Gosh.
delivered the sentencing box to the defendant
It's
So,
true. That happened.
and wrapped
This is a special punishment that I feel is totally adequate. And it's a joint punishment by Anne and I. We
Okay.
want the full immersive experience so that you really feel the weight of your crimes.
Yes.
And
Okay.
so that it can bring us the joy that we were robbed when you opened your other gift early.
I
Exactly.
see. You're trying to recoup your joy.
It's
Yes.
meant to be a bit of a punishment and again a little bit of a reward for us to
I
Mhm.
see.
to reclaim what was lost.
I see.
It's a retribution.
it.
Yes.
if you will.
That's right. So please hold up the box
Okay.
and someone take a picture. I forget how.
Let's
I'll
not have
try it.
Wendy's address on here.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, my
that up.
stalkers are plentiful. Okay, ready?
I love that it's
Okay.
always just Cat's head sticking out of.
Yeah. I feel like
Okay, I'm entering this photo into evidences
What
exhibit
happened?
A.
what happened? You disappeared.
Wendy. Oh,
I
there you
took
go.
the
she's back.
photo.
Oh,
I took
because
the
she's on
photo.
an iPad.
Oh, that's right.
It would
All
just be
right.
great if one of
Please.
us was on the screen like that guy who just had the cat emoji and was like, "Judge, I'm not a cat.
Oh,
do
that's-
I wanna do
Damn. Why
that.
didn't we think of
Judge,
that?
I'm not a cat."
Oh.
I'm not a cat, Your Honor. So good. You don't
Mm.
say.
Okay.
Well,
Um,
oh,
That's a rabbit.
That's a rabbit.
I mean, it's ears. It counts. Whiskers.
Close.
I'll work on it. Continue,
Okay.
please, with the trial.
All right. Please open your.
Am I
box.
opening the
Open.
box? The punishment box?
Punishment box A.
It sounds dirty.
I like that we're hearing the tape so that we know that the seal has not been broken.
Yes. It's...
Oh, come on.
Yeah, cat.
I
You
had
have
a bad feeling.
hereby been sentenced
It's such a bad feeling.
to eat candy corn.
I don't
Candy
want to.
corn.
Nobody ever wants to be
It's
punished.
the autumn mix, so it's special, extra special.
Extra
We were not
tasty, Cat.
able to find the turkey dinner.
Yeah.
Lucky
I've
for
been
you.
looking everywhere.
And I feel like that would be almost a cruel and unusual punishment for you. So this is just base level. And would you like to
how
have
much is
her
she
open?
required to eat?
What's
Well,
that?
we're gonna work
How much?
that out. I think.
Good handful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like right now?
No,
I
no,
think
no,
a hand-
no,
I
not
think-
yet.
Not right. Not yet. I think a handful per plaintiff. So 2 handfuls.
Oh, God. That's
One for
I
me and one for
I haven't had breakfast.
You're just
before.
mean.
Ugh.
Okay,
There's,
if you would
pumpkins in
open-
here.
Package B.
Evidence letter B. Let me. Okay.
Oh, here we go. This is already featured on Twitter.
Should we get another photo?
Sure.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cat and all. Okay.
Right.
Why does she go away every time she takes a picture?
Yeah.
She's on iPad. She's on iPad.
Yeah, I can't handle all of this.
All right, I'm gonna. Should I open?
Yes,
Am I
open.
allowed to open the
Yes.
package?
Yes.
Yes.
Please come into
Permission
the opening.
granted.
Crimmins.
Thank you.
Just trying to prolong her punishment.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. We don't have to do this. Oh no.
Spit my drink out.
Oh no. Oh, I thought this was like a prisoner. No.
I have no idea.
This
I
is
wanna
not
see.
happening.
Yes, it is.
This is not happening.
Wow.
Then you have to eat candy corn.
Oh,
wearing
it's like
candy corn
prison.
outfit.
It's a prison uniform.
No.
No, it's a goddamn candy
That is
corn.
amazing.
We want you to be one with the candy corn.
Yeah.
It's the most
All right,
well,
appropriate
listen-
prison uniform, I think.
It's a
And
full
thanks for
body
joining us.
experience.
This has been a lot of fun, and we will talk to you next time.
No.
No, you
Have to
can
do this
pick me
now?
up.
This is the ultimate insult.
So go ahead and throw that on.
Oh God!
It's just
There's
like a
a-
little.
there's a-
It's like a little
there's a
poncho and a little hat.
Stupid little hat.
So for those that cannot see this
You guys are
great
evil.
costume, it is like it's like a
God.
poncho
Yeah.
type of shawl that is like candy corn
So ridiculous.
colors with the most awesome little candy corn hat.
I don't want to do this.
That's the whole point.
No criminal wants to go to
You
jail,
know what?
Kat.
No.
We didn't want you to open the box prematurely, so
You do the crime, you pay the time.
Yep. Something like that. Yeah. Get going, Crimmins.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
I searched so long for the perfect candy corn outfit.
oh my god.
You're
Yeah,
lucky I
she's-
didn't make it like a sexy little number. That would have been horrible.
Look, okay. Oh, it's just
Oh.
over the head.
Very big.
But
Oh.
There are no armholes.
pointy.
It's just
There's no armhole.
This is
it's just
perfect.
sort of it looks kind of like a
It's like
bunting
a
flag.
smock.
Where's the hat?
Where's the hat?
No, the
I'm
hat.
working on the hat.
Ooh,
But
listen.
will it go over the headphones?
Relax.
You need to
Yeah, can you pull it back
to
a little
see all
bit?
the stripes represented.
Fun world. I disagree.
This is a lot of fun.
No.
Kat, you need to go like this.
Oh, it's like a mask.
Oh,
Here, I'll wear it
perfect.
Like a mask.
No, that's
This is
not how
the
you wear it.
tiniest hat ever.
Yeah, it's very pointy.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, I think maybe you
Fantastic.
need to twirl it around, Kat. The poncho, turn it or pull it back.
Your seam is like a little
Yeah, the
fakaked.
tags.
Yeah,
are back.
we want to be able to see all the colors. You need to pull, there you go.
Oh,
Thank
there
you.
you go.
There's two straps.
Like,
Oh,
go,
no, we're talking about straps. Oh, no.
go.
It's not gonna work.
No,
Put
I
some
think
ti-
it
put some
goes on
tissue
your
paper
ears.
in there. Oh,
Yeah, it needs to be
there.
kind of. It needs to be like fluffed out a little bit.
Yeah.
You got to
More
stuff
erect.
it. You got to stuff it. You got like an eggplant or something you can stick in there.
No.
Yeah. Look at this
Oh, wow.
improvising here.
Mm.
She's got bubble wrap and she's gonna stuff it.
There you go.
Yes,
She's gonna stuff
nice.
the package.
See,
Oh,
she's
that's
a smart
nice.
criminal. This is why we need to stop her before she continues her crimes.
looks-
Because she's smart and crafty.
Oh my god.
Oh my,
Oh my
yes. Oh yeah.
It's horrifying.
Oh yes.
Oh,
How do I look, guys?
You
Smile.
look
amazing. Picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
stunning.
Let me push
We need
back
the
my
full
Yeah, I need
camera.
to see the whole
Yeah.
hat, Cat. Whole hat.
Whole poncho.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
This
you
is
can raise this a little bit.
slowly going down.
All right. Hold your arms out a little bit so I can see the yellow. Or maybe do like,
You're the
Yeah.
best looking
oh,
piece of
yeah.
candy corn I've
Ah.
ever seen.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, you look so
Don't hide that
happy.
smile.
Oh my
One with a
God.
big smile. Okay, now but we have to get a. Now you got to eat.
You're
them,
such
too.
a good sport.
I'm
Don't
glad you
forget
guys
the
are
eating.
enjoying this. Oh, I haven't forgotten.
Oh yeah, we can't forget that.
I don't know which is worse, eating these or
Well.
having to be one.
I think it's all fantastic, Kat. It's all wonderful.
And hey, at least now I don't have to go Halloween shopping.
Exactly.
Costume
I
shopping.
got you, boo.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not eating the big pumpkins.
Those are the worst.
What?
They're too big.
They're
and-
delicious.
Those are the best
No.
parts.
No. Ah, man, I'm glad I have water.
I
here, 'cause
will go on
the
record as saying
smell-
I think they're the worst candy ever.
Oh,
Thank you.
well,
It's like
then.
Wow.
Eating candle wax. It's basically
No,
just
no,
wax.
no.
Worse.
Delicious
It's worse
candle
I've got,
than
wax.
that.
I've got some in my cupboard. I can't
And
wait
it makes
to eat.
your throat all like
Thank you.
You can take it one piece at a time, Kat. You don't have to just throw a whole handful.
These are just way too big.
No, perfect.
We need to see the candy corn in the palm of your hand before you eat it, so we know you're not just tossing back whatever. Okay,
oh,
all right.
Well,
that's
a
a pretty.
great handful. Yeah, that's
I have very small hands.
Really very delicate.
All right, cool. This is great.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're doing it one at a time.
have they gotten better over time?
Oh yeah, no, they're worse
Yeah.
than I remember.
Good stuff.
They're bigger and
More-
So,
very very sweet.
the
I
next
think they're
time
like-
you
I think they're like 85% sugar now.
Hold up the bag, Kat.
we 15% wax now. Did you
One,
know?
2,
15% wax.
1, 2, 3. All right.
Oh, that's the moneymaker right there.
Oh yeah, that's
Um,
good.
Now, as you chew this wax, just the next time you think about opening a package when you've been told not to,
Uh-huh.
we want you to remember this feeling.
Yeah, I don't remember how I almost threw up.
Yeah, it's
That'll be
a full
very good
body. Well, we
deterrent.
wanted to get all of your senses involved so
Mhm.
you would really remember. So you have the
You're
look,
still eating them.
the
We're not making you
senses.
anymore. But you're sleeping.
You
Go
told
ahead.
me that I have to eat a handful.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
okay.
eating the handful
That's true.
one by
Go
one.
ahead. I do have a request, Kat. When you're
Yeah,
done with your
sure.
punishment, don't throw them away. I'll come by and get them.
Thank you.
I want them.
She'll eat your
Done.
half-used candies. You like
Oh,
those,
that's
you
a nice
guys?
face.
I
love
autumn
them.
mix.
Really?
The autumn
I
mix
love
is the
this.
best. You know what makes
Okay.
it really good is if you make a chocolate cake and then
Oh,
put them on there and then you
yes.
eat them with the cake. It's fake.
Here's I
What's
don't
wrong with you
understand
guys?
because they don't taste like anything.
They taste like
It's just
fall.
sugar.
They're
Oh, they
very
do taste like
sweet.
fall.
Fall
like, my
tastes like
teeth-
caramel apples, not that.
And
My
candy
teeth
corn.
are just like screaming. Like,
Yeah.
why are you doing this to us? We just brushed. You
We've-
just brushed us, and now this. And
We've
I
built
haven't
up a
had
tolerance
breakfast.
over time.
Well, that's your fault, Kat.
Yeah.
And it like gets caught in your throat and you get all phlegmy.
They're
I
very
do
good.
anyway.
Yay.
Yeah, your recording
would-
voice will
Anna-
sound great later.
We
I
should
know, it's
have.
gonna be really good. I'm so
put-
glad that you're here to at least be on my side with this part of it and the
Yeah,
hating of the candy corn.
yeah. I mean, I was all down with it when Wendy told me what the punishment was. And
Oh,
then,
it's a different flavor. Interesting.
wait, the chocolatey one? Do you like
It's
that
not
one
as
better?
terrible.
Wait,
Oh.
you speak
What
of
did you
flavor.
find in
However, you just said
It
that
has
it
none.
tasted like nothing.
All right.
Well, because
Caught in another lie.
because I've been eating the more tradition. What I
Uh-huh.
look like. The
What?
more traditional.
Oh my
candy
God!
corn.
Please take a
Take that
picture of that. Oh my
One,
God!
2, 3. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh
this
my
one-
God!
What's
It's
the other? What does the
uncanny.
other one look
The
like?
resemblance.
It has a little. It has like a chocolate butt,
Oh, okay. Chocolate.
and so it's
Oh,
not as
well, that
sweet.
can't be good.
Well, I'd rather eat that one. And this one is all butt. Look at that. It's all butt.
Oh, I forgot it was a
Whoa.
nice mix.
What?
All right, so I'm trading out some of these, the
Okay.
traditional crappiest ones for the less crappy.
Eat a
ones.
pumpkin.
Eat
I will
one
eat a pumpkin. I will
A
eat one
pumpkin.
pumpkin.
A
Those
pumpkin
are
is like
so
worth
good on
3
chocolate cake.
candy corns.
I just assumed these were all the same horrible flavor, but some are less horrible than the others.
Just wait till we get the Thanksgiving dinner mix. That's going to
fun
be awesome.
surprise.
Yeah, maybe we
Yeah.
can get that for Thanksgiving.
You know somebody's going to send it to you.
I
Yes,
hope
if
so.
anybody out there comes across the Thanksgiving dinner mix of
Yeah,
Brock's,
I looked,
candy
but I didn't
corn.
really have. I'll look while I'm here too. I'm going to the store later. I'll see if they've got it in Texas.
If anyone out there finds it, you can send it to Snop at 1336 Moore Park Road, number 279 in Thousand Oaks, California, 91360.
I'm glad you know our address.
It's amazing. And how do you know that P.O. box?
I just like to keep track of you guys.
I'm going to eat
Stop.
a pumpkin.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is the last piece of candy corn I'm going to be eating.
Okay. End with a bang with a pumpkin.
We good with that?
Sure.
But it's so big. It's so
It
upsetting.
takes sometimes 2 bites. Like I hear bite the
Oh,
bite it
it's
in
gonna hurt your
half.
teeth.
Kinda nice.
Are they at least fresh, or are they soft?
They're brand new. They should be fairly fresh.
I mean, they're like
how fresh are
Twinkies. Do
these
they
things
expire?
ever?
Usually they're pretty
I
soft.
don't know.
I think they're
Okay,
mostly just
you're not
wax.
gagging. See?
I have to say, you took your punishment like a real champ.
Mm-hmm.
You were a trooper. It hurts us more than it hurts you to have to put you through this.
It's hard to watch.
I don't feel
Yeah,
like that's
it's
true.
painful.
Hard to watch. That I believe.
And we just hope that you don't do this again.
I love how festive you look, Kat.
You look
Like
great.
you're bringing in fall.
Where's Lee right
This
now?
is-
I mean, this is
He's not
is
going to
a
be able to
look.
keep her hands off of you.
no.
No, she's
Does she
never
like
seen
candy
this.
corn?
You need to just
You know what? I
wear,
don't know.
just
Break off
only
a little
wear the
piece of
candy
that
corn smock. Like nothing but the candy corn smock. That'll be
Oh
sexy.
my! That is a
That's
sexy
not-
candy corn.
We're not talking about this anymore.
This took a turn real fast.
Well, then that's that, I guess.
Yeah.
One question, Kat.
Yeah.
Have you learned your lesson?
I've learned a lot of things here today.
Mm-hmm.
Candy corn
including
is
my
delicious.
No. I heard that. I learned that some candy corn is not as disgusting as others.
The ones with the chocolate butt.
Those are the chocolate butt ones. Are probably my most favorite of the worst candy in the world. The pumpkin's not great; it's too big, and then the traditional one is just the worst. It's just the worst. No, I've learned my lesson. I will never open a package that you've sent to me again without your permission.
All right, that's
What
all
is
we
supreme?
ask.
I've learned that I do not want to end up in this court as,
Mm-hmm.
as a defendant because
Well, I'm going to be reaching out to Casey and letting her know if the court is always open if she has any grievances.
Mm.
This court follows the law to the letter, and we abide by all protocols. So it's a very strict court. So you should
Which
not.
law is that?
The law we make.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So you
It's
don't
been-
want to be in this court. Can't guarantee what will happen to you.
And do you want to
law.
plug some stuff?
Sure. You can find
Oh,
me.
by the way,
What?
sorry to interrupt you. I just asked you and then interrupted you. People love the Why Xena segment.
Yeah.
Ah,
We got a lot of great feedback.
Good,
You know,
good.
I know you were expecting people to be angry with you, but Xenites really enjoyed it.
It's a little scared. No.
Chakram frisbee golf is a thing now. I think
Yeah.
it's going to be happening.
It should. It's
Yeah.
It should.
yeah. You don't even need the shin guards, but if you have them, wear them. Because
You
you,
need
never
shin
know.
guards for frisbee golf? Didn't know
Well,
that.
the way
Couldn't hurt.
they make them now, they're not the frisbee of olden days.
No,
Mhm.
they're
They've
serious
got some-
frisbees.
Some girth to them.
Coming at you fast.
That's what she said.
Yeah, sure.
So we'll have you back sometime if that's okay.
Would
Talk about
love
Xena.
it. Always love a good homework assignment.
Great.
You can find me on Twitter at whynotp. And you can find me online at whynot.com. I know. I didn't know that's how the Twitter worked when I set it up. I didn't realize that it was just going to be why not P. I mean,
It
why
works,
not?
though.
If you have to go, go. Let's.
I
you know,
would. Yeah.
I'm- You're not going to forget it easily now. Yeah, and we just had our 50th episode, and
Ooh.
Amazing.
Fitting.
yeah, having fun. So
Good.
Cool.
Well, keep doing it. We're
Oh.
enjoying it.
And I love your shirt. It's like mushrooms.
What is it?
It's cute.
it's
Mushroom.
the shirt Casey wore in episode 408.
Oh, that's great.
Right. That's awesome.
It was a visual Easter egg when I recorded last week,
Mm.
Oh.
and she doesn't know. But when we watch this episode,
Nice.
Okay.
let's see if she makes a connection.
Love it. Love the Easter eggs.
Super cute.
All right.
All
All right, I
right.
got one last question. Do we now call you Catty Corn Crimmins or just Candy Corn Crimmins?
You don't call me any of those things.
Corn,
Criminal.
candy cat,
Catty
Thanks,
corn
Wendy.
criminal.
catty corn. Oh, catty.
Criminal.
Thanks, Wendy.
It's all
Wow.
seeds. It's fun.
Well,
Awesome.
when you were teaching me your last name, I'm like, how do you pronounce your last name? You said like criminal.
There you
No.
go.
Without
Self-fulfilling
the AL.
prophecy.
Ooh.
Take the crime out of the criminal. But no, it doesn't work.
That was a good try.
We have to work too hard. It's just too much.
All right. Well, Judge Woody Benner. Hilton kept- but I now bring this quarter to an end.
I hope we don't have to see you in here again.
Case
If
closed.
you do
Punishment
see me,
rendered.
I'm going to be on the. I'm going to be a lawyer for somebody else. I'm coming at you.
Yeah, who's coming up next?
Pretty hard. I'm looking for a case.
Whew. Entrapment.
Right.
Entrapment.
Thanks, Anne.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So there you go. Still have the taste of trash candy in my mouth.
Come on.
I've taken off the humiliating costume, but at least that's over.
Let us remind Candy Corn, in case they would like to file a lawsuit against our trashing of the candy, that two of us here absolutely love your candy corn.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Absolutely.
fully defensive of its taste and love it.
So much so that we forced our friend to eat it.
Yes.
Sort of for punishment.
And she
Yes.
liked part of it.
Yeah, she liked the chocolate butt
No,
ones.
hold on. No. I didn't say I liked it.
You
I
just
said
didn't
I
hate it.
hated it the least.
Well, okay. Well, that's
It's
something.
the least disgusting.
That's not nothing.
So yeah, Wendy, you got to come over and get this candy.
Well, as soon as I can, I'll rescue it from
No,
your.
today.
That's gonna be a
Get
challenge.
it out of here.
Get it out.
Gonna
of
be
here.
a challenge.
I'll leave it on the front porch. You can come grab it.
Oh, it'll be great after sitting in the sun for a week.
Probably they'll probably all melt together and
Ooh,
be
one giant corn.
yeah, just like a mass of corn and pumpkin.
Yum.
And just like just take a chunk, bite a chunk off of it.
My teeth hurt just thinking about it.
Delicious. I could bake that into a chocolate cake
Oh God.
and spread some chocolate frosting on there.
Anyway, so Podcourt is looking for some new cases. So if you want to bring anyone to court in Podcourt,
yeah.
we're available.
I still like the idea too. I want us to have a court, like an entertainment topic that we are divided about, or a character or a show or something, and each side can present their case. When that comes up, when we're all actually like watching the same thing, and
It's more fun when you can give out real punishments to real people.
True.
But how can we still punish each? Well, I say deliver justice, or if you're clearly wrong about your opinion,
justice.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
There shall
Some sort
be
of justice.
justice.
Yeah, no, I think if you're on the losing end of the argument, then you are punished. You're humiliated.
I'm scared of being punished. That'll make me
mocked publicly.
Sweet potatoes or something.
It's a healthy friendship.
Yeah, this is a healthy functioning friendship. This is how friendship works, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, good. Hey guys, we're still giving away those tickets to Klexicon. We're extending our raffle.
Yes.
So you still have time. So let us know if you can make it. If you want to go, we have tickets for you. Just let us know. Reach out.
Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah.
Or
lots of great guests going.
Right.
You can go on our shenerdsOut.com and leave us a voicemail or send us a message. You can email us at shenerdsOut@gmail.com and let us know you want to go to Klexicon.
On the Twitter at snotpodcast.com. And again, these are for the passes. Unfortunately, we cannot get you there or give you a place to lay your head in the evening.
Or food.
Or we can't feed you. But we have passes. So
there you go.
Yeah, Klexicon is on, and I shall be attending as the lone snot representative. And if you do go with our passes, we'd like to hear about your experience at Klexicon as well.
You can meet up with Wendy. You can hang out.
And then you can finally tell what her voice really sounds like.
It sounds like this normally.
No. Not true.
That's what
Back
she
off.
said. It sounded like
Yeah,
when
that's
she
what
insulted it
thinks.
for
And then
3
I said-
hours, and then said I
"Tara, you
sounded
sound
just like you.
me.
hmm
Tara, you sound like me. This is what you'll hear if you go to Lexicon.
Oh no.
But yeah,
Guys,
get the pass.
next week we have a guest next week. Let's tease.
Ooh.
Let's tease it.
Ooh, who would that be?
Who do we talk to?
Can we say? Are you going to
You
say?
guys were there.
Well, I know. I didn't know if you were going to announce it. It's Kiana Theresa. Goodwin.
Yeah.
And she is
That's right.
fascinating. She was very lovely to speak with.
Yes,
She's
half
awesome.
of Team Joey.
Yeah.
That's right.
The Zoe part of Team Joey.
The Zoe of Joey.
Mhm.
Oh,
She was a lot of fun to talk to.
yeah. And she loves her cats. We had a cat show off with all our cats. It was good
That's
times.
right. We met her cats
And her husband.
husband.
Yes, we got to meet the family. And
Very cute family.
yeah, she was fun to talk to for sure.
So yeah, listen next week. That goes up a week from today. If you're listening to this on Tuesday, the drop day, we got into a lot of Good Witch,
Yeah.
and we did talk about cats, and we talked about snacks.
Mhm.
So we covered everything.
Mm.
Talked about cats and cat barrels as well.
That's true. We did. All the cats were covered. So there you go. Tune in. That's next week.
Yay.
Right.
Well, I just said it, but I'll say it again. If you'd like to tweet us at Snot Podcast with 1D is where you
Or-
can tweet.
Or you can Instagram or Facebook us at She Nerds Out Podcast.
And of course, if you go to shenerdsout.com, it's one stop snopping. Send us a message, voicemail, buy us a beer like Mel and Casey did this week.
beer.
You can catch up on old episodes. You can visit our merch shop. We have merch. Go get all your gear for snopping at home. And yeah, that's
The
that.
Home Snopping Network.
The Home Snopping Network. That's it.
That was Tara. I just thought of that.
Oh shoot, I thought it was Wendy. I'm not good at this.
All right.
You can see us.
Did we get all our things out?
Oh yeah.
All our addresses?
Oh, and the address.
I think-
if
What's
you
our
want to
address,
send us
Pat?
some beer
Oh.
or anything, it doesn't have to be beer, like physical
it's
beer.
true.
You know,
Yeah, it's Snop 1336 Moore Park Road. That's MOORPARK. Number 279, Thousand Oaks, California 91360.
Mail.
well
Mail
done.
Love mail. I said thank
Well
you.
done, all
Kat
of
did
us.
it. Well done. Well done. We did have a fun trial today.
Thank
so
you.
that was good. We did
Mhm.
well.
That
We
was fun.
followed the
That was
law
good.
to the letter of the law. It was
Yes,
awesome.
and obviously a special shout out to Ann Hicks-Bleeker for joining us yet again.
Yes.
Thanks,
always
Anne.
so
His
fun.
speaker.
And don't you throw out that costume, Cat. You
Okay.
keep it.
What do you want me to do with it?
Wear it for Halloween. We should all dress up for a Halloween
The hat
podcast. And
alone.
you can wear it.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Do you want it? Maybe Terry, you should have it because you love candy corn.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's true.
The hat's
She
cool.
would- yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
But yeah, we can dress up for our Halloween episode.
Okay. And we could do it at Tara's
that.
house because Tara has the most decor.
Oh,
We
that's
could
a
watch
good idea.
Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors.
That's not a Halloween movie.
Could.
That's not a Halloween movie.
We could all
not.
cry together. Sounds
Maybe
really
not
fun.
not
Maybe
during
not
the Halloween
Halloween.
episode. We'll do that, but just not that same time.
Well, obviously we have plans for the future, but as
So
for
many.
today, she nerds out.
Out.
Out. This is Kat.
She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy things. Nerdy things.
Woo!
Whee!
Be